What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video we have a bunch of important stuff to discuss. Obviously Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as BitcoinCash to USD. Next week we'll be doing a different altcoin, but we will also be looking at the coin market cap as well as our investments for this week. Otherwise, if any of that sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This way I know you guys are interested. We're going to be doing a giveaway for some free cryptocurrency when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So definitely make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss out on that. $100 of free Bitcoin or Litecoin. Why would you not be subscribed? I don't know. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, we're on the current coin market cap. And before we jump into the markets, because I think we have some pretty interesting things to discuss, we want to look at the market cap and then we'll go, in depth and look at our portfolio. I did make a trade for you guys who didn't know. We'll discuss that in a second. Otherwise, looking at this market cap, Bitcoin dominance 54.8%, 24-hour volume 43.6 billion, market cap 177.7 billion. So we're seeing market caps up. We're seeing 24-hour volume up. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance up. So everything's up. Bitcoin more so than the altcoins. As I scroll down, you can see that's pretty much reflected. Bitcoin's up a little bit more. Top 10 cryptos aren't. We're kind of having a mix, which is 4 out of the 10. So four in red, 6 are in green. I'm just kind of getting a general overview. Litecoin still in the number 5 spot. Very close, actually, right now to BitcoinCash. There's a good chance we could pass this pretty soon. But we do have a lot to discuss about BitcoinCash. I think there's some pretty interesting things I want to go over in terms of when I'm going to buy back in. It'll be very interesting. $270, not really up by much. You can see Litecoin's practically double in terms of volume. Market caps look okay. We're really not up by much of anything. Binance coin, once again, up 9 freaking %. This is a coin I love to discuss because it's always making these crazy runs. So we may actually have to look at that next week, potentially, if you guys don't have any other altcoins in mind. Otherwise, rest of the market, mix. We're seeing a lot of mix. The coins that are in red don't seem to be in red by much. The ones that are in green seem to be doing a little bit better. For the most part, let's switch over to our Litecoin. Now, once again, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that is on my Patreon. A huge shout out to everybody. I just offered a new tier on my channel. This is going to be specifically for those of you who really want one-on-one tutoring or seminar. I don't even want to call it a seminar. One-on-one tutoring. So it's a little bit more so, I'm trying to word it, it's a little bit more so for the beginners, or it could potentially be for those who are a little more advanced, who really want to sit down and understand how I'm graphing things and how I'm making my trades a certain way, buying low, selling high, the patterns, everything like that. More the exact directions are in the tier on the Patreon. I just added it. It's the second link in the description. So highly recommend checking it out. I literally just made the tier yesterday, and I already have people signing up. So it's 1 hour a week. We can divide that up into 2 half hours for 15 minutes. Whatever you want. We'll make it flexible. And, I've already had people sign up for it, and it's huge. It really does help support this channel, and I just wanted to give, a minute to really say thank you to everybody who's making this come true, who's making this channel what it is today. It's huge. It's awesome. I'm not going to disappoint. We're going to get this crypto. We're going to make some money. We're going to really spread some adoption. We have a bunch of stuff coming up, events and things like that within the crypto industry for the summer that I'm going to be recording and taking you guys with me. If you're not able to attend, you'll be there on a live stream. You'll be there on the videos. Otherwise, enough talk about that. I do want to show you guys Litecoin. So there's some interesting things we're going to discuss with these altcoins right now. Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as BitcoinCash. I have a pretty big interest in BitcoinCash as well as some of the altcoins now. You can see what happened with Litecoin is we bottomed off at around $67. I bought in at around $68, and we rode the wave up to our top resistance. We saw, for those of you who are new, there was an ascending wedge that formed that we tracked. You can see right here where that ascending wedge is. We tracked it all the way up, and you can see when we broke through this, we knew that there was going to be some resistance up here. And that's why we sold off, or I sold off on the top. And to show you guys that what I mean, You can see right here I'm on my virtual eToro. Now, I highly recommend you guys download this account. This way, there's tons of things coming for eToro that you guys don't know about. That's a hidden partnership that you guys will find out a little bit more about. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm actually in contact right now with the marketing managers over at eToro. Major company, and we're in the process of getting copy trades. So basically, when I invest, you guys are able to see how I'm investing and trade with me off of YouTube. So you'll watch me and you'll trade. So I highly recommend signing up for that. All right, so here we are. You can see what exactly I did. Please ignore this compensation and the deduction right here. It pretty much canceled out. Ignore that. We started off at $100,000 and we're currently at $100,000 and $100,610. You can see right here. We made a trade where we bought it at $68.89 and we sold it at $73, indicating a $609 gain, which was quite a bit of money. Now you got to take into consideration, even though this was off of $10,000, if this was $1,000, this would be a bigger cut. If we invested 1,000, not 10,000, this would be $60.90. $60. We do that a couple of times, we could make some pretty big gains. I'm okay with making $60 profit each time. Eventually, the more we add, it could make numbers like this. We invested 10 grand, we made $600, over half of 1,000. So it's pretty awesome. In terms of what this compensation crap is about, what happened was I had an old account and I asked them to reset the virtual money back to 100, and they accidentally put it in here. So then I asked them to delete it and they took it back out. So now we're at 100,000. You can see we're up, we're going up. Eventually you guys will be able to copy me on this and you'll see it. So that's why I recommend signing up to this. But we made a good trade. Now we're going to figure out when we should buy back into the markets. So moving on to Litecoin, here's my knowledge. Here's what I understand. Let's check out the 4-hour really quick. You'll notice on the 4-hour, we're hitting resistance. This is big. So we're hitting a resistance up here at the high-low MMA on the 4-hour, which isn't as strong, but it is definitely still a factor not to cancel out. So we're hitting resistance right up here. That is why we sold. It was going to be problems. Not only did we have this purple uptrend, the high-low MMA acts as a barrier, puts a lot of downwards pressure. Shifting our focus to the daily, we can now understand that there's two things that could happen. And I'll draw it for you guys. Litecoin can either go back down to here, and if it does, we're going to put in our 10%. Then if it falls down again to this high-low MMA, we'll put in 20% dollar cost average. It will lower our break-even point, and we'll make a better profit if and when we do go back up. And then I don't think we're going to go much lower than that because we're right now trading at 50 on the RSI. We look beautiful. Actually, 46 or 45 on the RSI. We look beautiful on the daily. Plenty of potential to head up higher. So if we do see a pullback, which I do think we are going to see, it will be huge to buy in right back down at $67, and then we'll make even more money. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be cool. I got some more teasers and spoilers to talk about with eToro, but we're going to save that for later. When the news is official, I'll let you guys know. So there's a lot of things coming, so just be mindful. Looking at Bitcoin now on its daily, and I really want to, make sure you stick around to the end of the episode because I do want to discuss BitcoinCash. That's going to be most likely the next coin I throw some money into. So stick around for that. You can see we're in this channel right now. We're stuck in between a resistance at 5,500 and a support at $5,000, 4,900. So we're stuck. You can see we're coming back up. We could even potentially draw a smaller support at 5130 or 5140. I don't think it's that necessary, but we're seeing this pull back upwards. We're most likely going to hit a resistance here, which would pretty much put us back into overbought, which is why I'm not going to be doing that. We're most likely going to see a pullback lower. Now, I'm going to stay away from Bitcoin at the current moment. I don't think it's a coin that's really showing me too much. If we pull back down to this high-low MMA, this green band, that's when I could potentially throw 10% of my investment portfolio into. Otherwise, if we pull back down to this purple uptrend, that's a big investment point for me, because if you see on the daily, you'll notice where this uptrend is, and we are kind of extended. So I do think in time we're going to retouch here, and that would be a really big area to invest into. Ethereum, very similar. Ethereum looks a little bit better than Bitcoin did, you can see we came much closer to this purple uptrend, much closer. You can see the high-low MMA is coming in, green band and the red band are neck and neck. We're about 50 on the RSI, 46, we look better, but we're consolidating out, we're trading sideways. We have this resistance at 160, and we have this purple uptrend. So again, coins that are not as difficult, or coins that are a little more difficult to graph, we kind of stay away from investing. Why would you throw some money into it? We're looking for good buy-in areas. That's what we're looking for. If we pull back down to here, may put in a small amount. I'll keep you guys posted, but you can see where this beautiful uptrend lies. And then lastly, BitcoinCash, the coin that I wanted to discuss with you. Check this out. So we have a magnificent uptrend. This one is the most, it has the most clarity, and it's the easiest to observe. So you can see this uptrend is forming right now. You can see we had a double top, which resulted in a pullback. So our uptrend, not only are we seeing the high-low MMA so perfectly aligned with the purple uptrend, which will eventually carry the price, but we're seeing resistance right now at 267, 270. We're also trading at 50 on the RSI, which means we have plenty of potential to head higher. Plenty of potential to head higher. Now, what I think is either going to happen is we're going to either pull down like this, which is going to be neck and neck with the purple uptrend and the high-low MMA. And if we hit here, there's a lot of volume and a lot of pressure upwards that is most likely going to send the price of this coin something like this. Boom. That's a huge profit. I'm going to be buying in on our virtual trading platform to show you guys what's actually, happening and how I'm actually profiting off of this. If we do not do that, we're going to probably see something like this and then break out and go up. So there's two variables. BitcoinCash looks the clearest. I'm going to keep a close eye on that because of where we're sitting right now. I think there's good potential the next couple of days we could see a pretty big run. That's why I'm waiting for a small pullback or consolidation before I buy in. Otherwise, if we manage to break this purple uptrend, this yellow resistance line, then I'm going to potentially buy in and ride that puppy up, because buying at 260, selling at 320 is about $60 per coin. We buy a decent amount of coins. That's a pretty big profit. We're picking the market, guys. We're looking for the best coin, then we're throwing in. That's the objective, guys. That's what we're trying to do. That's why we use eToro. This is a way, for those of you who are new, for me to show you guys how I'm investing and where I'm buying and selling at without revealing my actual trades, without revealing the exchanges I'm using, without revealing how much I'm using. Now I can show you guys literally where I'm buying and where I'm selling. It's all white paper right here. So you can see we bought it at 145, we bought it at 68, we sold it at 73, we made 600 profit. We put in 1,000, you would make $60.97 profit. Good profits, guys. It totally depends on how much you're investing. So otherwise, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Giveaway at 10K. Turn on post notifications, guys. We have a ton of freaking information, events, sponsors. What else? We got partnerships. We got tons of things to attend this summer. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.